are live.
Hey guys, it's Keely back live from Still with the Kiss. Got lots of new things to show you today. It's always exciting, isn't it, Jeannie? Yes. Okay, so we, we went on a mission when we were at Market to find more like embroidery cross stitch type things, kits to kind of enhance what we have in addition to yarn. And I found these super cute cross stitch kits. So far we've just been getting embroidery in, well, except for the little ones, but check how pretty these are. It's a company called Junebug and Darlin, and they have some really cute kits. And again, these are all inclusive, have everything you need. Aren't they fun? We just love them. Flowers. Look, there's books. Now we got the bookworms out there. We always do. All right, and then we got a big fresh shipment from Toft. These came from the UK, and this time they sent us some samples. You got to see how cute these things are. We've made one, but we just haven't had time to make more. This is that Eleanor, some sort of dog? I can't remember which. Labrador. The Emma the bunny, and Bridget the elephant. And these are the full-size ones. Yes, and then we've got some minis. This is Mike the jellyfish. He's new to us. Isn't he cute? Orla the octopus. And I think this is Cat the sea turtle. My favorite ones, though, check these out. These are the little kits like this. These are like for beginners, where you get the garden peas, the corn, and we have baked beans up front, I think. We already had those. And then you also can make sardines and prawns. But, I mean, who doesn't need a crochet corn, pea? Look at the bean. I mean, these just crack us up. They're just so cute. I think you make like a little set of peas or whatever. Great for beginners, great for kids. But we've got some new ones. Let's see. We've got, who's this? They have names. Gretchen the tree frog. Oh, I like this one. This is Nancy the honeybee. Oh, yeah. Quincy the capybara. I think that's how you say it. I'm not up on odd animals. Chardonnay the Palomino pony. Somebody needs pony. We've had this one before. This is Sarah the Frisian cow. Probably butchered that too. And here's the kit for Emma that we showed you here. It's just so cool to see them real. Oops, I think we lost a P, but that's okay. Oh, this one's new. Penelope the brown bear. All these kits have great instructions. Of course, we've had Morag the Highland Coo for a while. I don't know how to say his name. Angrad the donkey. It's some Scottish name. I'm going to butcher it. Okay, this is, Eleanor the Labrador. You were right. I couldn't remember what kind of dog it was. And this is the ballerina bunny. Ballerina elephant is what she's called. And then, of course, there's Bridget that I showed you. And then we got some new minis in, too, that are super cute. Look at this. We love this one. Otis, his name's Otis.
I love him.
Otis the snail. Jeannie's in love with Otis. We've had the guinea pigs before. Of course, there's Orla and Mike. We have they all have names. Gregor the T-Rex. There's Cat the turtle. This is Robert the frog. This is Georgina the hippo. Atticus the snake. Caitlin the giraffe. Ava is the ladybug, I think. The lion. We could have like a guessing game. Rufus. And I don't remember the cat's name. Alexandra, the cat. So super cute. The different difficulty levels are, don't step on our P, Jeannie.
I know, I was watching.
P went overboard. The difficulty levels are marked on them. So like some are 2s, some are 3s, some are 1s. Great instructions, everything you need. Everything is in the kit.
They have videos too.
And videos. So I know these kits are good because we sell them like crazy. And has anyone ever come back in and asked for help? Ever? That never happens. So that must mean that the instructions are spot on. Okay, on another thing, we've also got, kind of stepping a little out of our element, but not quite. These are so cool. These are wool pellets. They're compressed wool pellets that are made from waste fibers. Farmers, they collect it from farmers. This is just total waste wool, sometimes mixed with alpaca, that would normally be burned or buried, and they can make these compressed pellets, and they're for gardening. They're great for organic gardening because they're a soil enhancer. They improve your soil structure, increase water retention. They slowly continue to, over time, release nutrients into the soil. No chemicals, natural. And long story about how we wound up with these. My husband works outside a lot, and his arms get all beat up from tree branches and scratched up. So I bought him a set of these really nice protective sleeves. He loved them so much he started selling them at his store. But last time he ordered, he got all these girly ones mixed in by accident. And naturally, I don't think there's many people at the auto parts store that want, butterflies. I said, give them to me. We got these. But they're really cool because here's one. See, they have the different prints. And even if you're not gardening, if you're just going outside, it has the thumb hole, and it comes up here. And they have the 50 UV protectant, and they keep you from scratching up your arms. So even if you're just trying to keep the sun off your arms or keep them from getting scratched, these things are awesome. Along with the girly sleeve protectors, he also got hats. He's like, I don't know why they sent me these, but they're really cool. Again, the cool thing about all of these, they're made from recycled pop bottles, and they have the UV protectant. And he'll come put on the hat. I'm going to look like a dork. I'm not a hat person. But they have the thing you can adjust here so it doesn't fall off. Additionally, it fits everybody because it has an adjustable band here, and it keeps the sun off the back of your neck. So if you are an outdoorsy person, or maybe not, I'm not an outdoorsy person, but this would maybe help me be more outdoorsy, right, Jeannie?
Maybe.
Well, if there are no bugs, no dirt, and no wind, okay, well, I don't know. But maybe I could garden indoors with them on.
There you go.
Keep the sun off me from the window. I don't know which, but they come in different sizes. That's the small, medium. This is the large, extra large. In the Guy colors, he has even bigger ones. If you want Guy colors and bigger ones, go up to Napa Auto Parts. He'll take care of you there. In Guthrie, he's got the reflective, neon, yellow, black, gray, the boring colors. That's what the guys like. Most guys don't want butterflies all over their arms. So you need to get those out of the store. I'm like, I got it. So I thought, well, they go with our wool pellets because the wool pellets are kind of boring by themselves. So we have our gardening-ish area. I also finished a pair of socks. That's going to be our knit-along project for July. We have some parameters. Don't just bring in some sock you've been working on forever. These are for starting a new sock. We're going to work off one of our patterns, and we have a very broad array for you to pick from. And this is one of the more difficult ones. This would be for like an experienced sock knitter, but we have newer ones too. This is my Irish cable design. I had already started these. I need a pair for winter. It kind of provoked me to get them done faster. But it has a ball brigand heel that allows the cable pattern to go all the way down my heel, which is great because I can wear it with my clogs in the winter. But I finished one. And I used our sock blockers to block it. I normally don't use sock blockers to block socks because you can permanently block out the ribbing. And I don't want my ribbing to stay like this because I want it to. But with this cable pattern, the cable doesn't necessarily provide the kind of elasticity that you want, but it looks better. So I use that. And steam blocked it so it'll stay that way. If I wet blocked it, it'd just go right back. Steam block, please. It really makes a difference. That's what you're supposed to do. Okay, Shonda is my next project. We got, when was it, last Monday? A little over a week ago. We got a phone call. I got an email from Shonda Lynn. For Shonda Lynn, she has been in the process, in April, we had to start the process of finding her a place to live. She had been living at home, but the health of her mother has been declining, and she's just been in a situation with elder care, which some of you, I'm sure, have had to do 24/7. And it was just not healthy for her to continue to be there. Plus, we needed to start this process because we knew eventually that's where she's going to need to get out on her own. Well, it happened a little quicker than we had anticipated. We got an email last Monday saying you have until Tuesday to accept and you move in Thursday. So we've been in a whirlwind trying to get Shonda Lynn into her new apartment. She has a few things, but she doesn't have much. I've been trying to help her every way I can, but again, Keely can only do so much. If you have some stuff, we shouldn't just need random stuff. I know beggars can't be choosers, but when you have such a small space like her, we have to be very choosy about what kind of pieces fit, and she doesn't need extra stuff. But we have compiled a list of some larger things that you might have. We don't expect anything new. If you happen to have any of this that you'd like to get out of your house or your garage or your shed, we may be game to take it. I'll post a link on today's video so you can see, but we are slowly in the process of trying to get her settled. It's a little overwhelming, especially happening so fast, but I told her not to panic. We'll get her settled in. She's there. Her cat actually came out and let me pet him, didn't he, Shonda Lynn? She's right here with me today. Say hi. Yeah. So I got to pet her cat yesterday, and she's got her bed, and it's almost like camping in an apartment right now because we've got stuff everywhere. We're still trying to find furniture. She and I are headed to Cushing this afternoon in hopes of finding her a little table for her little dining room. But keep our fingers crossed. I think I found her a good deal on Marketplace for $20 if we're lucky. That's our budget's basically little to nothing because she is stretched thin just trying to get in with her deposits. And you know how moving is. Moving's expensive for anybody. And when you're on a very limited budget mid-month and you're on fixed income, it's really super hard. So if you want to check out the list, or I even have a list of just tiny little things that we need to gather. If you like that, just shout, or I'll let you know kind of what we're looking for. But I put the bigger stuff on this one list that we made, and I will share that, and she would really appreciate it. I'd appreciate it. It's not like Keely has buckets of money laying around. I wish I did, but I do not. So there's only so much I can do, but I'm doing what I can, right, Shonda-Lynn? Mm-hmm. Doing what I can. Takes a lot to get that girl what she needs in her situation. So that's what I've been busy doing, right? Moving Shonda-Lynn. Yeah. And dealing with all the new stuff that came in, and I don't know what's coming in next week. I guess we'll find out. It'll be something. Well, it's always something, Jeannie.
Always.
I think we have a class this Saturday, don't we? I feel like we do.
I have no idea. Haven't looked.
We don't know what's going on, but I know we have a chart reading class coming up. No, it's not this Saturday. It's next Saturday. Chart reading's very important. I know a lot of you are just, no charts, but I think if you'd work with me, I could get you 11 of them. It's like a picture book. For example, the sock. The sock is nonstop cables. My cable needle, I'm surprised it's not just worn out. It's just cable. I cannot imagine trying to knit this from written instructions. You get lost. Knit, purl, cable, knit, purl. Maybe your brain works that way. I need a picture. It tells me if I'm in the right spot. It shows me how it looks. I can knit from a picture that way rather than words, more words. So I can walk you through it. There's no reason to be intimidated. Come to class next Saturday. Not this Saturday, next Saturday. Hope to see you guys. All right, is that it, Jeannie?
I think so.
Think we're good. Bye, y'all.